Hello, it's Julie from Lady Bits, and it has been a long time. So welcome to 4 Days of Fitness. So here's what it's all about. I was thinking long and hard about the needs of my patients and the needs of real women out there in the world and real mothers. And I thought, we don't have time. We don't have time for ourselves. We don't make time for ourselves. So I'm making a deal with you and anyone who's choosing to watch this video. I've decided to design what I'm calling 4 Days of Fitness. And my thought behind that is we don't have time every day, all the time. It's very hard to make the time every day to work out. I wish I always had the time, but I don't. So what I'm kind of challenging my patients and my users and my YouTube subscribers out there too is, what if we made the commitment to ourselves that 4 days a week, we would give ourselves 30 minutes a day. And we're not always going to get it in 4 days a week. Sometimes it'll be 3 days a week, sometimes 2. But what I want to do is give you the perfect tool, incorporating everything I know and I love and everything that we don't always incorporate in a workout. So what you're going to see coming for this channel is I'm going to have 4 days of workouts. I'm going to try to keep it at 30 minutes or less, and I'm structuring every workout to be, the initial portion is hyperpressives, the middle portion is pelvic floor, core, postural strengthening, including even balance training. And then the last portion is going to be stretches, because we never make time for stretches and we would not be complete if we didn't. So my intent in this is that by the time you've done this 30 minutes, you have sucked everything in and up. So if you have diastasis or prolapse, this is good and helpful. If you're postnatal, this is good and helpful for you getting everything kind of pulled in and back together. And then we're gonna get everything really strong, and then we're gonna reward ourselves in the end with a slow, gentle, relaxing stretch. So what I'm hoping you'll feel after you've done these 30 minutes is that you've had a complete whole body complete workout crammed into 30 minutes that you can feel good about. Now, we're not all at the same fitness level. So although I'm making 4 days of fitness, I'm doing 3 levels. So there's gonna be level 1, level 2, and level 3. So if you're on day 1, day 1's program, level 1 will be kind of easy. Day 1, level 2 will look similar, but with more advanced challenges in especially the workout and hyperpressive portion. And then level 3 of day 1 will be even more advanced hyperpressive challenges and more advanced core and postural and balance work. So as you kind of go through your weeks, you might start very weak, and after a while working in level 1 for a few weeks, you might feel stronger and be able to go up to level 2, and after a while you might feel strong enough to go up to level 3. Or you might have a low energy day and just choose level 1, or a high energy day and choose level 3. So my thought is it's going to be this little grid of 12 days that you can choose from, or 12 little workouts that you can choose from based on your energy, your strength, how you're feeling, and please, did you make time for yourself that week? So this being said, I've kept in mind prolapse, diastasis, and postnatal safety awareness. So here are your rules. If you're going to participate and do this challenge, you're not allowed to feel pain. If you feel pain, something's not right. Stop what you're doing and go see a physical therapist who can help kind of nitpick, why are you having pain? Because none of these things should cause pain. So if you're feeling pain, stop. Now, some of us have scar tissue intra-abdominally in our intestines, whether we played heavy sports, we had surgeries. You may have scar tissue or even endometriosis. There might be scar tissue in your visceral organs. What happens when you do hyperpressives and you have scar tissue in your organs? It pulls and it tugs, and I know because I felt this on me. So my rule of thumb with hyperpressives is please do not do anything that causes pain. If you're feeling pulling or tugging, back off. You know, some women can't do the full suction because it pulls or tugs too much, and they do a part suction. So really know your body, know what you can do without causing pain. Let's see, what else do I want to share? For women with diastasis, you're going to notice I'm doing a lot of core abdominal stuff, and I'm making sure that everything I do is safe for a woman with diastasis. However, there's going to be more challenges, and you're going to find there are things on your hands and knees, and there are things where we're moving our legs, and the rule is you're not allowed to dome. So the later half of this video, I'm going to give an example of me doing a workout with doming and a workout without, so you can see what the difference is. Anything else I want to share about this? No, I'm going to be releasing it as I make it. So hopefully I'll release day 1, level 1, 2, and 3 all at once. And as June and July finish up, I can release the other days of the program. I'm always welcome to your feedback. And thank you so much for those of you who stuck with me, even though it's been so long since I put out a video. I think that's it. I'm really excited to give all women out there more tools and more options. And I hope that these tools and options can provide you with something special that was designed just for you. And if I can get myself organized enough, I'll even record myself playing harp and put that on top of the stretching part of the video so that you get a little kind of quiet background music to your stretch. If I can get all that done, I'll do my best. Okay, so now here's what I want you to know about the abdominal portion of the workouts. If you have a diastasis recti, you are safe to do all the workouts as long as you're using your deepest core muscle, which means I don't want you to see doming when you're doing activity, especially if we're talking about lifting our legs or potentially doing toe taps. So if we're coordinating correctly, we're thinking about pulling our anus up to our pubic bone, and watch what happens abdominally when I do that. It's subtle, but you may have seen my belly button gently kind of tuck in a little bit. So now I'm going to keep it tucked. And now as I go to do like a little march, you can see I'm working, but I'm keeping this tucked in. So even if I'm picking up my leg and I'm moving it all the way down and I'm moving it all around, my pelvis is stable, my back is not arching, and I'm keeping the belly button tucked in with the thought of anus to pubic bone because it helps to activate that little zipper that we want. So what we don't want to see is this. Burp. You gotta pick up your leg and your obliques do the work for you. You pick up your head and you can see it. Oh my gosh, my obliques are doing all the work for me. Versus I'm turning on my core, I'm engaging those abdominals, I've got my belly button gently tucked in, and then if I lift my head, everything stays really engaged. Versus I see this mistake way too often. Women are trying to work on their tummies, so they're thinking about doing like a curl up, like this. And you can see how weak I am because I'm already shaking. Versus this. And now you see how my belly is doming right up. So what that's showing is I'm using my obliques. I'm not using my transverse abdominis in this position. This would be my transverse is turned on. This, and you can see me shaking because I'm really weak in this direction. My obliques are doing all the work for me. So as you're doing the ab portion of the 4 days of fitness, whether I'm toe tapping or bringing my leg up, or I've got both legs up and I'm tapping my heels down, notice I'm keeping my transverse abdominis on. I'm not doming. So if you're healing from a diastasis rectus, these are all safe activities as long as you can turn the muscle on and keep it turned on while you do the activity, not this. This is not what I want to see. So stay at the level that you're safe. Stay at the level where you can keep the belly button essentially pulled into the spine, not all the way so much that you're curling your tailbone underneath you. You shouldn't be doing necessarily a posterior pelvic tilt and thinking, okay, I'm going to squish my back flat on the mat and keep it there while I do the exercise. Not so much at all. I like the little teeny tiny arch in the low back. I want to keep the integrity of that curve, but I want your pelvis to be stable. If you're picking up a leg, we want the muscles to engage enough that your pelvis is stable and not doing like this wibbly wobbly thing where it's all over the place. So some women think they have to posteriorly tilt their pelvis, pulling their tailbone up and really pressing their spine into the mat. That's not entirely necessary, but what we don't want to see is this. We'd rather have it, belly button in, we kind of zip up, and then we can lift and everything stays engaged instead of popping out. Because when it comes to diastasis, it's all about keeping the tension in the tissues and not losing the integrity of that tension. And that rule holds true whether you're on your side and you're lifting your leg up this way. I don't want to see everything sticking out that way. Let's be real. Let's draw it in and keep it in. And so I'm going to be giving breath cues throughout the whole video. Follow along with me. Again, if you're postnatal, if you have a diastasis, if you have a prolapse, you are safe to do all these videos as long as you breathe with my cues and you keep an eye on your doming. Okay, that being said, this has gone on long enough. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I so look forward to working out with you, and you will see me struggle in the videos. The advanced levels are really hard for me because, again, I don't make enough time to work out, so I'm not as strong as I want to be. So you will see me struggle in the videos. You will see me super focused and breathing and giving cues, and that's kind of all I'm gonna be doing because they're hard for me too. Okay? I hope you have a great time working out with me, and I'll see you soon. You can always email me if you have questions, julie@ladybitspt.com. Take care, have a lovely day, and be good to your bits.